Hello and welcome to another episode with the Reliant Tana. Today I'm going to try some new weapons. First order of business, I'm going to try 6 mass driver Sledge 2 cannons. I think they are very long range ballistic projectiles that I can shoot. So let's do a gauntlet mission and see how they do. The Reliant looks cool as always. Also, I heard what you suggested and I got the electromagnetic missiles. I'm going to ready 2 and see if they track. Missile lock. Let's test. Come on. And they both missed. But the mass driver hitting. Those are 6 high velocity long range ballistic shots. So we have 2 hits, 3 hits. I'm not sure if all the projectiles are hitting, but the shield is down pretty much. I'm just flying backwards, hoping not to run into an asteroid. Oh, that sounds very Star Wars like. Pew! It takes quite a few shots. And it's down. So let's see. Missile lock. Yes. They fly just somewhere. I'm not sure if they actually are tracking. Missile lock. Oh, they seem to be tracking. Oh, actual hits. So 2 missiles and 1 hit. 2 hit. I think 3 should be enough, right? No, they're not. Oh, it's so hard to hit when you're close with these. Just sling past them. Turn around. Then maybe hit him in the face. Yes. I'm already too close. They can trade with me. That's not good. We're getting quite a few hits in, but so do they. But it's just a Pisces, so right now it is pretty easy to just kite the people or the NPCs and shoot at them from afar, but it doesn't feel strong, to be honest. It doesn't feel that strong and not reliable. If it wouldn't be an NPC and they just come close to you, you would have a really hard time hitting them. Missile lock. At least I hope it does. I sure hope it does. Oh, that looks good. That was a hit. Really good. We're gaining distance, so he cannot shoot us. Oh, that was close. Maybe I should stop flying backwards or I will kill myself probably. What if I get really close? I'm just going to try to kind of melee it with these guns. Yeah, now we just orbit. Yeah, but then you rather use scatter guns to get this close. I love the sound from the outside. It sounds so good. Ammunition already low from Gauntlet Mission 1. The Prospector is still not dead. Didn't miss that many shots overall. Okay, finally. So what can I say? These guns sound fun on paper. And they are a little fun, but they're not really cool for fighting. If you're in a fleet and you're just throwing missiles and maybe shooting some people from afar and are protected by some big capital ship, then maybe good support. They're terrible for fighting, let's be honest. So to restock the few missiles that I shot It's 48k. The mission gave around 20, so in total you will be losing money when you use missiles in those missions. So I store all my weapons in Seraphim Station and I go buy weapons somewhere else. So that's why I unequipped all the weapons every time. And what the hell? Goodbye? You're kidding. Oh, it's coming down again. Come on. What I wanted to say is I store all my weapons here, and every time I go buy some new weapons, I unequipped everything. And I think it looks really funny when you have the Toshima turrets on the side with no weapons, because it's just a smiley face with those big ears. It looks like a little robo. I mean, look at that. It's just a little happy face with a big smile. Also, even though the Reliant is such an old ship, it has so many, so amazing details. And I think when you don't have these long weapons on it, this antenna here really sticks out nicely. It's such a beautiful ship. I mean, just look at the view in this ship. It's so incredible. There's so much. And here we are with the new loadout. And is it flying? No, it's not flying away again. So, this time we have the Omnisky 6 on there. I'm not sure why they're called 6. It's just the Omnisky size 2 laser cannons. That means we will have to put less power into shields or into thrusters and max out our weapons just to do the damage. I just have 14 shots ready. Obviously the reloading since it's laser weapons, but I think we have around 1.8 to 2 kilometers of range, but I don't want to miss too many shots, so I will get closer. Okay, they shoot quite fast, to be honest. Shields are already down. Is he disabled? No, he's still flying. So it feels like the capacitor is way too small for 6 laser weapons. So maybe a mixed loadout is the way to go. Because there are so few shots that I can do. Even if I hit him, it takes quite a long time to kill somebody. They just have a good sound to them. Do good damage when you hit. It feels stronger than the Strive ranged sniper thingies that I had earlier. You can actually fight with these guns, but still the capacitor is too small. If we get some frontal hits off, we can really hurt somebody, but we just have 14 shots. It's just not enough. Because these fights take quite a long time. I'm not sure if it's due to engineering, that I just cannot kill ships that fast anymore. With small guns at least. It feels like it takes quite a long time. I'm not sure how long it took with the full ballistic loadout, but I don't think that it took this long. Because I didn't have to wait for capacitors. Well, I had to wait for heat, but they do more damage on ships. But I think I'm not doing a full laser loadout. I'm doing some research and find 2 guns, ballistic and laser, that have the same speed and maybe the same range. So I have just 1 pip. We will see what I can come up with. Okay, I've been thinking about a few loadouts and I've come up with a few variations. Here, I mostly have stock components. A better power plant would be amazing since we would have more pips. And that would be pretty amazing if we have 3 more pips. We can easily have coolers not even that low or not even turned off, but you could max out your shield, weapons, and almost your engines. My idea is this one is mostly PvP, so we need fast guns. We want to destroy their shields and disable them as soon as possible. I took the FL33 since they're really good laser cannons that travel 1800 meters per second and have a 2.3 meter penetration. I picked the size 3 ones with the Gilroy gimbal because if we pick the Reliant Tana turret with the size 2 guns and also put on the FL22, they have 2 times 1.2 energy consumption. And with one size 3, we just have 1.5 for the one time. So in total, we have 3 energy consumption with 2 size 3 guns against 4.8. So we almost save 50, or we save more than 50% in the energy consumption, meaning we can fire more, we can fire faster again. For this reason, I think actually using size 3 laser cannons would be better than just using 2 times size 2 guns. And this is the overall theme that I planned my builds with. This one is more PvP, fast shooting, fast traveling guns. So I believe I have to try this build out. It sounds really cool, but it doesn't have a lot of DPS. So we are at 900, almost 900 DPS. If we compare it to the second build, 1690. And why is it so high? Because these guns travel slower. So slower travel rate mostly means, or at least in Star Citizen, it means more damage. Here I took the NDB 30 because they have an incredible power efficiency, but I actually don't know where to get them. Might have to figure that out. Same principle again, size 3 guns on the turrets, size 2 guns on the wings. The NDB 30 travel with 1400 meters, so we lost 400 meters per second speed, but we gained almost double the damage and more efficiency, so we can shoot for 9 seconds continuously now. If we put in more power, oh, we cannot even do that. And for the ballistic damage, when we got the shields down with the NDB 30s, I picked the Sawbox because they have the highest DPS of the Gatling arsenal in the same speed range. They have a speed of 1200 meters per second, so they're really close, 200 meters distance between these two, meaning the pips will be really close, not on top of each other, but really close. And I think with this build, they're not that slow. They're still over 1000 meters, 1400, 1200, so it's not that bad. This one could be used for PvE and PvP. I think this would be the best all-rounder build, and I'm trying to get the NDB 30 so I can try this build out. And then I also built the full PvE build. Obviously, Artillery size 3, crazy damage. Look at this. They're also really power efficient with 0.8, 12.9 seconds continuous fire. So this is the longest one that we had because they also shoot slower. But we can easily get 2 attritions free. We can just buy them in some shops, almost 1900 DPS. Then they are paired with Deadbolt 2s on the wings. So attrition 3s, melt the shields, kill them with Deadbolt 2s. Would be the plan at least. This is crazy DPS and they're really slow. So in comparison, a default Starfarer has 1871 DPS. So this little Reliant has more DPS than a Starfarer. Without the turret, of course. But still, that's pretty crazy. Since we are only doing PvE missions currently, I'm thinking of just doing this build and go collect the weapons if I find them. So I'll see you when I get there. Okay, now we are finally fully equipped. We have 2 Artificial size 3 on the sides, and on the wings we have 2 Deadbolt 2 for the physical damage or the ballistic damage. Let's set the pips quickly. I want full power to the guns, and for some reason can I not set more power there? Okay, I guess it's just fully powered then. Okay, make sure that you have all the guns on the group 1. Wasn't there by default, so just check that. And now let's test the guns. We are again in the Gauntlet Mission 1, so we should really see the difference between the times that it took to kill. The Omnis guy took quite long. I won't use missiles, I'll just shoot him. I think it felt stronger. The shield went down really fast thanks to the attritions. And the Deadbolt, I didn't really feel the damage from them, but I guessed it did some. Theoretically they should do good damage. Might be because they're not so visual as the Gatling guns are. Look at the Pisces. Okay, it's definitely faster. Yeah, against PvE, this feels really strong. Yeah, definitely really strong. So I'm going to say the deadbolt in combination with these attrition 3s feel really strong. At least against PvE. I think against PvP it wouldn't be so strong. This might be the loadout to go if you want to do some gauntlet missions. And since we've only tested them on the easiest ones, let's do the second one, scenario 2. This time I think I have to ready some missiles. Missile lock. There they go. Got the first target. Okay, we got the second one. There's a little bit of desync which makes this harder. But with these guns against PvE, pretty solid. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do this with the other guns. It's so strong, honestly. So I guess we established something very obvious. The attritions in combination with the deadbolts are the weapons to go. But maybe not so obvious, using the size 3 guns instead of 2 size 2 guns is great for your capacitor. You just have the ability to shoot a lot and regain your ammunition way faster, because if you're just using the 2 size 2, you're unable to shoot after a few seconds. My suggestion would be use size 3 guns. If they are energy weapons, if they are ballistic weapons, use the size 2. And with that, thank you very much for watching today. Hope you had a great weekend, have a good morning or evening, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.